Hey guys, what's up? So we continue with service culture dimensions. And ito, yung title nito is Walking the Talking or Talk to Walk. Ang idea nun kasi ako kung narinig nyo na yun, yung walk the talk, walk your talk. Ang ibig sabihin nun sa industry is kung ano yung sinabi mo, gawin mo. 'Di ba? If you are not going to do it, then don't say it. No? Walking the talking, yun, or talking the walking. So, ang point nito is kailangan may kailangan may central communication from top down na nagsasabi na ito yung pupuntahan natin. This is where we're going and this is our service culture dimensions. Kasi a lot of people don't realize that and ang nangyayari is that either ginagawa naman nila pero hindi nila sinasabi, therefore the message is ill received. Ibig sabihin, halimbawa, you have a good sense of customer service and you are not rebranding yourself into that. So what happens? You don't get any benefit from doing that. Well, you do, but you don't get it right away. Kailangan mo siyang, hindi ka agad-agad mag viral kumbaga. It has to be pushed no? Lalo na nasa marketing tayo, it has to be pushed. So, ibig sabihin nito, dalawang bagay you talk in order to walk. Para masabi mo sa mga tao mo na, this is how we will do it. You talk in order to walk in the sense that people understands that that's really how you plan your company to proceed, diba? And it has a magical feel, so to speak, because when you do that, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Nangyayari nga talaga. So like for example, we keep on saying we value our customers first and all that. In the end, hindi naman talaga yun hindi naman talaga ganun yung thinking ng lahat ng tao sa inyong lugar But since that's your mantra, you know, yun ang nagiging, that's how it's going to be. And if the people sees that that's your mantra, that's your logo, that's your ambition, then they support you. Even the people sees that, people see that, and they realize, oh talaga, kaya pala ganito, kaya pala even the the security guards greet us in a certain way, di ba? So na-emphasize lalo yan. So this is how you revolutionize your service culture. Ayan, so ito yung sinasabi ko na pag ganito tayo, you're talking in one direction and then you're walking in another direction, ay hindi, walang mangyayari dyan, no? So that's also a mistake, no? Pag ginawa mo kasi yung talking, then the walking should be on the same direction because you will always be lambasted pag hindi mo yan ginawa ng ganon. So, kailangan kung ano yung sinabi mo, gagawin mo talaga. If you said, for example, that we will release the papers within 10 days, then you should release it within 8 or 7 or 6. Yun yung mga happy surprise. No? Yung delight, customer delight kasi nangyayari sa ganun Yung mga surprise is a technical term in customer relations. A surprise is, yun nga, you promise one thing and then you deliver it earlier and with better quality. Parang ganyan. Okay? To find the truth, you must believe. Yan sinasabi ko, no? Kailangan ma-propagate mo yung belief yan. Hindi nyo na naabutan tong X-Files. Hindi nyo na naabutan. 90s pa yan. Okay? Lalo na to. Braveheart, hindi nyo na to lalo naabutan. Braveheart. Idea nito yung leadership no? Tingnan nyo dito yung leader. Yung leader ay whenever they go to a war, usually napapalibutan sila ng banner ng even their costumes ang tawag na uniforms have a certain meaning for them. Kasi the banner leads you to where you want to go, 'di ba? So imagine if you're like one of those soldiers and you're marching and there's so many armies in the battlefield there. And dito sa example na to, yung English army went to the war, no, against the Irish people, then the Scottish people, the people of Scotland. And syempre iba-ibang tribes yan eh. So, as you march forward, makikita mo ang dami ka ng mga kababayan, ang dami ka ng even kaaway, no, on both sides of the tent. And hindi mo lang kung saan ka pupunta eh. The only thing that will lead you to where you must be, is the banner in front. Kaya inaangat yan eh. That's the value of the flag and the value of the banner. And the one who's holding the banner usually is near the top official, the king. Kaya pag tumatakas ang king, halatang-halata mo eh. Kasi the banner is also, either nowhere to be found. Well, the king is dead in that case, or it is fleeing, and therefore you must also flee because no one is there anymore. So ganun ang idea nito eh. When you hoist that flag, when you hoist that ideology in front of everybody, then everybody gets, supposed to be, that's the ideal, everybody gets inspired that way. Yan. So, ito yung mga dapat natin tandaan, no? Should have clear priorities. Kailangan to communicated, Kasi you cannot say, we have clear priorities naman, O asan? Communicate nyo ba? Nasa nakasulat yan? Nandun sa wall ng school. Sa wall ng company. O nasasabi mo ba sa mga tao yan? Ang ganyan ka-importante yan, no? Parang sa amin, 5A's, ganyan. Gawa ay ayusin. Parang kalidad ay siguraduhin. Yan ang mga, yung mga mantra eh. Kaso ginagawa ba yun? So pag hindi mo yun na-emphasize na this is how we do it, hindi siya mangyayari. So there's a service, purpose, and vision. Yan, yung purpose, no, and vision. And then we will also talk about metrics that matter kasi compelling scorecard. And then we should reinforce the belief and we should be organized to support. Clear priorities. Ito yung mga tinatawag na triple or even quad constraint. 'Di ba? Ano yung constraint? Ito yung mga bagay na kailangan mong ma-achieve din while you are pursuing your priorities. These are other constraint. I don't wanna use the word constraint kaso yun yung presentation dito constraint na nakasulat, but it's more of the factors that lead you to where you should be. It's not really constraint lalo na if you believe that this should be the case. Well, in this case, in this example, quality, time, cost, and risk. These are not constraints in the sense of the word, the true sense of the word. Talaga naman nandiyan yan Kailangan mo naman i-fulfill ang quality. Why would you call a quality a constraint when you have to deliver it? It's not a constraint. You have to really do it. And then yung cost, wala kang magagawa kundi, sabi nga ni Jeff Bezos lagi siya natatanong kung ano yung bagay na magbabago 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Pero sabi niya, it's better to us the things that will never change. And the things that will never change is cost, delivery. Sabi niya gano'n, cost and delivery. Cost means wala daw tao siguro sa future na magsasabi sa'yo na, Mr. Bezos, I like Amazon and what you're doing, but I wish that you could make the prices a little higher. Di ba? Wala namang gagawa na. Or that you could deliver the goods a little slower. Di ba? Kailangan mabilis mong ma-deliver. In fact, dapat nga may quality yan. And also, mababa yung presyo. Di ba? So, it's always part of the factors. Part of the ball game. And you really need to fulfill this. Now, if you will look at it from the perspective na, okay, kailangan may success, and these are the things that you have to fulfill, and you call them constraint, then maybe, we call it constraint, no? But not on the negative sense of the word, but you really have to pursue in this case. No, hindi to, sa may example nito, parang spider graph to mataas yung score niya sa quality, sa cost medyo gitna lang, mababa siya sa risk sa time. So, ibig sabihin dito, may problem siya sa time, no? Hindi siguro niya deliver maigi, no? Dito naman sa kabilang side, Quality, nasa bandang 3, okay lang, mid lang. Oh. Ang cost niya mababa, pero problem mo pa rin yung risk at same time. So, the most ideal is of course mataas sa lahat, no? Pero hindi naman usually nangyayari yun eh. Kahit sa ibang bagay, no, talagang meron ka pa rin na may miss out, no? And sa importante, your priorities are clear. If these are your constraint, or at least the things that you must mong gawin. Maybe we can give up on the cost. We will be a little expensive for that matter. We will, yes, give up a little bit on time. Yeah, maintindihan siguro tayo ng konti ng customer kung madelay tayo ng konti. Pero yung quality hindi natin po pwedeng i-forgo. And then maybe yung risk have to be considered. Something like that, no? So kailangan yun clear yung priorities na yan. So ito yung mga service purpose and vision through the years, marami naman to, no? Sabi nga ni Yogi Berra, if you don't know where you're going, you are liable to end up someplace else. Yan. Horst Schultz, retired president of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel Company. Employees shouldn't be expected to deliver first-rate service if management can't first define it. Ayan, totoo yan. In fact, sa QMS, sa ISO, usually dinedefine ng quality. What do you mean by quality? And if you can't define it, then how can you teach your people to produce it? Parang ganun. Kailangan ma-define mo muna yan. So, metrics that matter. An example niya dito, kilala niyo ba ito? Si Van Gogh. Si Van Gogh ay painter na sa buhay niya, dalawa lang ang na-produce niyang painting. Sinasabi niya dito, genius yan si Van Gogh, no? Ayan, Impressionism, one of the first in history. But he wasn't able to sell them because it's not about you, it's about them. However, medyo parang mali yung example niya rito because Van Gogh eventually sold his paintings, of course, after his death. Pero he's considered to be one of the most successful painters of all time. Kasi millions ang kanyang yung Starry Night, ganyan. So lahat yun kumita. And then he created a whole new ball game, a whole new movement in painting, tinatawag na Impressionism. So parang hindi siya maganda. But ang point lang dito is that if you want to be successful, your metrics should not be about you as a company, but about your customers. Kasi sila yung nagmamatter, hindi naman ikaw. Okay, so dito in-explain lang yung mga critical to quality tree. So meron siyang, hindi natin ito maintindihan masyadong maliit, saka siyempre depende ito sa kanilang given, no? So customer need, end customer, primary, yan, mga projects niya, a highly engaging and valuable community resource for our customers, partners, and prospects. So meron siyang highly engaging, valuable, place you want to be, satisfactory, provides scale for organization, achieves broader business metrics, customer lifetime value. Yan. So ito yung mga CTQs niya, access to peers and experts, kasi highly engaging, educational, informative, has my small biz org interest at heart, place where I can be heard, considered, thought, insider, participant, member, receive recognition. Ayan. So, ito mga to, since yun ang mga CTQ mo, maaring itatanong mo yan in means of survey, ganyan, para makita mo yan, no? Saves time, cost saving, easy to use, user friendly, resolve support issues, minimizing human contact, helps coach, repository of content. Yan. So, tapos, ito yung mga potential process metrics. So, ito yung titinan mo kung nagagawa ba nila yan. Awareness of community, mga CSAT survey, customer satisfaction. Yan. Number of first-time visitors, mga unique visits, number of returning percent sa number of returning visitors, returning visitor frequency, kung ilan usually yon, original or creating posts, original or creative post comments, so sa social media to, no, views, Meron pa lithium health index. I don't know what that is. No? Accepted solutions, VOC, voice of the customers to. User voice submissions. Yung mga, yung mga suggestion boxes, ganyan. Idea forum submission, mga post, idea forum, comments. Depende sa either people to or mga customers natin. Participant kudos kung ilan, customer satisfaction, net promoter score. Yan, tuturuan ko kayo niyan, gumawa niyan, no? Pag-usapan natin sa susunod. Internal community and then satisfaction survey sa loob ng community natin. Support cost, ayan, no? FTE na saved, incidents saved, channel mix, sa marketing to. Acquisition of customer, ARPU, retention, profitability, partner assistance. So all these things are prospective metrics, pero siyempre mamimili ka lang ng talagang kailangan mong i-measure, no? Kaya nga metrics that matter should focus only on the things that really matter. Ngayon, if you are to ask Stephen Covey, the foundation, he will say that you have to choose which are the lead measures. Kasi yung lead measures, if you act on the lead, then you will produce the lag measures. Yung lag measures are the ones that really would, say or show that you fulfilled your goals. Kaya the goals muna, and then what leads to the goals, and then you act on those, and yun ang kuha na mo ng metrics. Parang ganun ang idea ng 4 disciplines of execution, di ba? Yan. So, yan, yung mga most common drivers. So, ito mo, ang tawag nila dito, driver. No? Sa 4 disciplines of execution, ang tawag doon, lead measure. In a way, no? Kasi, ang driver, kasi, it's not necessarily a measure, but the trigger points, no? So, doon naman, ang lead would be the one that predicts the actual, metric. So, yan. Dito, friendly and supportive. Usually, pinag-aaralan ito maigi, no? Kumukuha pa sila ng ng consultant minsan. Friendly and supportive, efficient, high value, product knowledge, no? Accurate, compliant. Meron pa diyang shh. Kasi nga, kung ito ay hotel, baka ganun to, hotel ba to? Anyway, baka yun yung example niya kasi, no? Basta compliant ka sa mga hinihingi ng batas. Reinforced belief. Alam niyo mo tong film na to? This is from Matrix, no? Binapakita sa kanya yung blue pill and the red pill. If you have not watched that, then you have to watch it. Joke lang. It's not your generation, but it's it ushers the whole new generation of today. Anyway, reinforced beliefs is pakita niyo yung Matrix kasi the belief must be reinforced. Si Neo yung, kaya nga siya Neo, parang siya yung Neophyte, the new man also. Si Morpheus, siya yung nagsasabi sa kanya na you really have to believe, and ito mamimili ka sa dalawang to. So reinforcing the belief is the tablet or the pill. So dito kailangan natin convince yung mga tao natin to believe in what we believe. Yan, reinforce the belief. So measure and incent, no? Mag-incentivize tayo based on the vision, customer needs. Recognize when beliefs are realized. Yan, mga small triumphs kailangan din yun. We should celebrate even our small triumphs. And then we foster the expectation of living the vision. And then itong organize to support, maganda rin to kasi in the sense na you are building the infrastructure in order to support the people. Yan. Sa investors in people, kailangan talaga suportahan mo yung people. Because good people make great companies. Kailangan yung people mo maayos. So, you build the infrastructure to support the people, the process. Ayan, may mga ERP ka dyan, mga end-to-end dyan, end-to-end the program, system. Meron ka pang POS na tinatawag, no? Mga point of sales. Kasi kailangan mo yon. And then the systems that connect everything. Yan. Yun ang importante. Kaya natin sinasabi, we organize to support. And then, validation. Ito yung mga metrics na sinasabi, no? CSAT, sinabi natin kanina, customer satisfaction, net promoter score. Yan, may certain percentage yan. May mga acceptable percentage sa industry. Incident surveys, Ayan, mga incident ko na-resolve ba, ganyan, ilang percent na na-resolve, cost over X, cost nung per person, ganyan. And then kung ano man yung key efficiency metric natin, no? Kasi efficiency, lalo na kung pinag-uusapan natin is nasa resorts, hotel, yung mismo occupancy rating, 'di ba? Kasi doon mo malalaman kung efficient ka dahil you are also employing people at any one time. So, it's part of also the program, it's part also of the bottom line of the company. Kahit sa ano naman, manufacturing ano yung current laman ng workshop, kailangan mo i-project yun, di ba? Ito naman, ang isa sa kanan naman, yung nasa blue box, talks about the failure cost matrix. Ito, tinitingnan din to para malaman mo, like, cost of rework. Kailangan mo malaman kasi kung how much would a failure or a failing activity, how much would it cost you? And dito, yung mga cost of rework. O, pag inulit mo, so magkano yon? And you have to track that para ma-inspire ka on a negative sense na wag mo siyang uulitin because next time makikita mo ay ang laki pala na nawawala every time na nagre-rework tayo. O number of complaints, ano nangyayari because of that? Pag tumataas yan, lumababa ang ating sales. Nakikita sa social media yan. What happens to the lost customers? O, di ba? Mawawalan tayo ng sales because of the lost customers. And then, ito yung mga number of escalations. No? Lalo pag mayroong complaint, and then na-escalate pa. Yun yung mga talagang may problema talaga. And then, usually, ano nagiging effect nun? Ang mahirap i-track dyan is that the direct effect is not easily seen if you will look at it that way. Kaya nga ang mahalaga dito, may mga tao talaga nagsistay sa company na nagtatrack ng ganun. Kasi usually long term yan eh. Sa mga schools, even yung board performance, you have a board performance sa CPA, sa engineering. When you fail, or you perform less today, lower than the national passing average, hindi naman agad-agad yan next year, apektado ka na eh. It stays in the market, and in the next 5 years you will see if you are not performing well, then you will see the effect in the next 5 years. Pag naman maganda ang performance mo, hindi mo pa rin kagad makikita yan na tumataas kagad yan. You have to stay low, and you will see na the more you will be recognized later on. Kasi you will drum it out in the market. You will be saying, oh, we got 100% in this, so and so. And then people will start to notice. Even employability works. Natandaan ko, ang LPU in Laguna mentioned that as, the strength of LPU Laguna, which is one of the highest in the Philippines. Parang 90% in less than 3 months. So, sabi nga sa inyo, ang business nga namin noon, nung under ko pa ang business, well, of course, pananggalingan ko si Dr. Balingit, and after him, ako, ang aming record niya ni Dr. B is 100% employability before graduation for operations management. Ganun katindi yung namin, ang aming employability. And sa umpisa, hindi mo makikita yan, yung effect niyan. But people will start talking about it, lalo na kung consistent ka. Sabi nga nito in the words of Dr. B, Dr. Balingit, when he was teaching us in PhD, he said, we should have a message that stick. Ang tawag doon, sticky message. If you have a message that it sticks with the audience, it stick with the market, and they remember. And true enough, after 5 years, you will realize, ba't ganun? Tumataas pa rin tayo, nagtaas na nga tayo ng price, ganyan, tumataas pa rin tayo. And then everybody, yung mga paligid namin mga schools, lahat yung bagsakan ng ang enrollment because of the K-12. Ma-realize mo na yung palang tinanim mo before, 5 years in the making yan bago mo makita. So yan, that's what I'm saying. Alright, and it's always, in the end, it's always about the crossroads of who will do it, what will happen, where do you go, when are you going to do it, why are you doing it, and how will you be doing it. So it's not only the management that does all the work, but it's the management that triggers all the action, and all the action forward. And syempre, if you don't have the right people, the people who are committed, then you won't amount to anything. But kaya nga importante dyan is to have the right leaders, the correct leaders, because later on mas madaling mag-produce ng mabubuting tao, down the line if the system is correct. Ang mahirap, magaling yung mga tao pero yung mga leaders sablay, what happens is that the people will just leave one by one. Thank you very much and have a great day.